It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Welcome into the Falcons Nest as we get you ready for high school basketball on the WBCB Sports Network. Tonight, the Council Rock North Indians have traveled to Fairless Hills, and we are just moments away from getting this one underway. Tonight's game on WBCB is brought to you by McCaffrey's Food Markets. This is the McCaffrey's Game of the Night. We thank you for being with us. We've got a high school basketball doubleheader with the girls hosting the Council Rock North girls first, and then Pennsbury boys will take the court, and they'll host the Council Rock North boys. Both games here on WBCB tonight. Chris Ermer, along with Gus the Bus Barber, Ben Goldstein, Daniel McDevitt. It is the McCaffrey's Game of the Night, also made possible by St. Mary Medical Center, by BCWSA. Dion Square Merchants on hand for tonight's game. Thanks to Puss in Boots Tavern, Jammer Doors, Di Lorenzo's Pizza, the Berg Pizza, just down the road from Pennsbury High School. Thanks to the Trentonian, and this is the Trentonian pregame show. You can read about tonight's game in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. Thanks to the Peruzzi Auto Group, the Trenton Thunder. And we thank you for joining us tonight. An opportunity for the Pennsbury Falcon girls basketball team to lock up a league title tonight, Ben. And you've seen this team, and they have really played well this season. It's a great chance. I'm so happy they have the doubleheader here tonight, so we have a chance to throw some flowers at this bunch of great student athletes.
Yeah, this team hasn't gotten a lot of the attention that they have deserved this year because they have been really fun to watch throughout the season, and it's been headed by the three girls that have led them all season. This season it's been Sammy Halls, Alyssa Thomas, and Jolie Homan. It's the two juniors and a sophomore. They have been so fun to watch. Halls taking a big step in the scoring, Alyssa Thomas continuing off her success from last year, and Jolie Homan just doing everything that doesn't really come up on a score sheet, along with Shay Quenzer and Kira Sosha, who have taken big strides this season. The Falcons have been great to watch. They've been greatly coached by Frank Ciola, as always, in his 30th season. This is a team that is going to be dangerous down the stretch, and they're showing and have the chance to show it off tonight and maybe cut down a net.
The Falcons playing at an elite level, Gus, and this feels like deja vu for us because we had the girls-boys doubleheader back in 2025. And it was a good night for Pennsbury as they got wins in both of those games. And it was a big win for the girls as they took care of business. And that's been kind of the story for them throughout this season.
Yeah, do you know who they took on in that doubleheader earlier in the year? The same exact team they're taking it on today, the Council Rock North Indians. And yeah, you look back at that game, and the girls really handily won that game. It was just a really good overall performance by this girls team in that game. From the start to finish, offense was really in a rhythm. Defense was getting stops and creating turnovers. It was a really good night for that Pennsbury team. Not a great night for us, as that night we lost power before we even got started.
Oh, yeah, we got pushed.
It was a big
start time got pushed back a little bit.
Big windstorm that night. Trees were falling down. Electricity was going off. And electricity went off in that night. So it was a very powerful night.
All right, just moments from getting this one going as they meet at midcourt to go over things before the Pennsbury Falcons host the Council Rock North Indians in a Suburban One League Patriot Division battle. And as we have an opportunity for this Pennsbury team to win a league championship, we also get an opportunity tonight to give credit to the Pennsbury cheerleaders. They hung a banner since the last time we were here, Gus. Last time you were here, I haven't been here in a while, so yeah. Definitely since the last time I was at the Nest, a new banner for a national championship here for the Pennsbury cheerleading squad.
Yeah, it's a big banner too. Obviously, once I came in, I saw it right away, and I said, "Oh, that's new." And I was just here Tuesday, and they just hung that up.
There's a reason it just got in. They won last weekend in Dallas, Texas, the national champion for the advanced varsity crowd leading for the girls cheerleading squad, they didn't hang it up earlier in the week because they got snowed in Texas. They couldn't leave for a couple of days. They were like on national news. But finally they were able to return a couple of days ago and get honored here at the Nest tonight.
All right, well, a big team in the area has wrapped up a coaching search. No, I'm not talking about the Philadelphia Eagles and their offensive coordinator. I'm talking about the Pennsbury Falcons. Congratulations in order for John Greiner, who steps into the head coach role for Pennsbury football. And we look forward to the fall to seeing what his program is going to have to offer for the Pennsbury Falcon fans. But tonight, congratulations to John for taking over the program, and the best of luck from all of us. Extend all the Falcon fans, hoping for best results as we move forward here under a new head football coach. And Ben, you mentioned it, Frank Ciola, a legend at this point. He eclipsed the 500 victory mark back in 2024, one of only 3 coaches to win that many high school basketball games. You mentioned that his career has spanned 30 years. He's been 10 years the head coach for the Pennsbury girls. Before that, he picked up a state championship at Conwell Egan Catholic. And one of the things I think he probably appreciates the most was in 2024, he was recognized with the Speedy Morris Award for his work with the Coaches versus Cancer fundraisers and how they put those games together. And so he's got this team again, Gus, playing at an elite level, and it's about the small details and how he gets them to buy into his system and his way of thinking. And again, the Falcons are right there on the precipice of a league championship.
Yeah, and like you said, his resume just speaks for itself. Multiple decades of continuous success. That does not happen unless you are a phenomenal head coach. Just that every year, different talent, different kids. You know, this isn't like professionals where you can sign certain players for so many years. You get certain girls and certain boys for 4 years, and then you're done. So to have this continuous success of different generation of kids year in and year out coming in, and you've had that success so many times, so many titles, and so much trophies in your case. That just goes to show you how good of a coach he is. And like you said, this is just another year where he's got his girls bought in and is looking for future plans and trying to add some more into that showcase.
Well, tonight, his Pennsbury Falcons take on a young but tough Council Rock North Indians squad. Coach Jack Kelly says his bunch has gotten healthier throughout the season and feels like they're playing probably their best basketball, but most importantly, he was stressing the fact that each and every game is a learning opportunity for his team, and kind of a little disappointed with how this season has played out because he hasn't had his team at full strength. Now at the end of the season, feels like they are playing pretty good basketball as they come off of a big game against Council Rock South. All right, we will begin in style here as local legend Timmy Kelly in the building, and we'll get things going with the Star Spangled Banner.
You know, it's a big game when Timmy Kelly's out here.
Absolutely, and again, the opportunity here for Pennsbury to win a league championship tonight's game on WBCB, brought to you by Jammer Doors. Got the new showroom open at 2480 Brunswick Pike. That's just opposite the Lawrence Shopping Center in New Jersey. And it is New Jersey and Bucks County's premier new showroom for garage doors, including Raynor Garage Doors. And Jammer offers entry doors, patio, and storm doors, garage door openers, and windows. Jammer Doors, they install what they sell, no subcontractors, a local family-run business. And we thank them for bringing you portions of tonight's high school hoops action on BCB.
Tim has performed the national anthem for the 76ers and the Philadelphia Eagles for over 20 years. Tim has sung for 3 presidents. He has also sung at a NLCS Phillies championship game and the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia. Please rise if able to and remove all hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's stripes las we, whose broad stripes in bright stars through the perilous fight were the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, that sets the stage for sure. Masterful job by Timmy Kelly
Legend, Timmy Kelly.
with the national anthem. And now we got starting lineups coming up as we get you set for the McCaffrey's game of the night here on WBCB. All right, back to the PA.
Athletes, coaches, and spectators.
Brian Rittler
we request your
on the mic.
cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions at officials, student athletes, or team representatives will not be tolerated. Individuals making such remarks may be removed from the site of competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and the use of artificial noisemakers are prohibited. Good evening and welcome to The Nest. Tonight's Suburban One League Patriot Division matchup features the visiting Council Rock North Indians and the Pennsbury Falcons. We are thrilled to be hosting a doubleheader here at the Nest tonight. The Council Rock North and Pennsbury boys basketball teams will be playing following the conclusion of the girls game. The officials for this game are Michael Hennigan, Mike Casey, and Carlene Hightower. And now the starting lineup for Council Rock North. Freshman, number 12, Lauren Smith. Junior, number 21, Bryn Rogers. Junior, number 22, Alexa Bondra. Senior, number 24, Julia Koval. And sophomore, number 30, Ella Carroll. Council Rock North is coached by Jack Kelly. He's assisted by Katie Callender, Jillian Hopkins, Danielle Oxley, and Ron Buckley. And now, the starting lineup for your Pennsbury Falcons. A sophomore out of Makefield Elementary, number 10, Bella Stewart. A sophomore out of Edgewood Elementary, number 25, Kira Socha. Sophomore out of Afton Elementary, number 22, Alyssa Thomas. A junior out of Penn Valley Elementary, number 24, Jolie Holman. And a junior out of Makefield Elementary, number 21, Sammy Halls. The Falcons are coached by Frank Ciola. He's assisted by Sean Ryan, Logan Clark, Isabella R. Curry, and Lou Pompilli.
All right, the Falcons coming into tonight's game with a 15-4 overall record, a 7-1 league mark, and an opportunity to wrap up the SOL Patriot Division with a win over Council Rock North. They come in at 6-12, And they got Smith, Rogers, Bondra, Koval, and Carroll. And we'll see Lauren Smith as their point guard. Power forward, Bryn Rogers. Their small forward, Julia Koval. At the center spot is Alexa Bondra and Ella Carroll tonight. Ella has played every position for this Council Rock team. Tonight, she'll be looked at the shooting guard spot. And meanwhile, for Pennsbury, Stewart, Hawes, Thomas, Homan, and Socha. And as Ben mentioned in our Trentonian pregame activities, an expanded role for Kira Socha. And the sophomore out there, a couple of sophomores in the starting lineup as we are underway tonight. And both teams with youthful lineups, but at this point, a lot of varsity experience on both sides of the basketball.
Yeah, Pennsbury, they've been running out this similar lineup all year, except Bella Stewart has been a different look. Bella Stewart, the 5'11 sophomore, tallest player on the team.
Jolie Homan fires away off the back rim, no, and the rebound pulled down by Julia Koval. As the 5'10 senior with the board. And now she works it out to the wing and gets it back, covered by Thomas. And nice entry, slashing to the bucket that time, but unable to connect was Bondra. And then a turnover and a travel.
Violation, Pennsbury ball.
So a chance there for Council Rock North, but got the feet going.
And almost a second chance there for Council Rock North as they were able to get their own rebound. So I'd like to see that if you're the Indians early.
A little more than a minute gone here in the first quarter. McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB. Driving the left side of the lane, kick out, Thomas. Hits the three.
That's where the Falcons make their money, when they drive to the net and then find an open shot out beyond the arc. And showing it off right there, Alyssa Thomas from the corner.
And a little backcourt pressure there. And
Foul number 24,
Jolie Homan,
her first.
called for a push. Picks up the first foul of the night. Bondra with the dribble, gives it up. And now Lauren Smith with the entry, the freshman with a nice job to get it inside. Entry inside and then contact and a whistle. This will go against the Falcons.
Fouls on number 10, Bella Stewart, her first.
Second foul already for this Falcons team early here. Not even 2 minutes taken off the clock here in the first quarter, so for the Falcons, you're gonna try to clean things up.
Stewart with one and Homan with one. And there's Thomas going coast to coast, high off the glass. No, Bella Stewart had it momentarily, but she can't hold on to it, and it's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Council Rock North. So Thomas will trigger from underneath the bucket. Nice entry, and one.
Sammy Hawes and one.
Hawes with the bucket and the whistle.
Fouls on number 24, Julia Koval, her first, team's first.
Sammy Hawes, the Falcons' leading scorer,
Sammy
13
Hawes to
points
the
per
line,
game.
shooting
She
one.
has really taken a big step, was thrusted into a larger role last year with no Jolie Homan due to her injury all season. Hawes continuing it into this season, making a name for herself around the league as a junior.
And completes the three-point play at the free throw line, makes it 6-0. Bondra on the drive, works around one Pennsbury defender, shot comes up short, and then underneath, it's going to be Alexa Bondra, the junior, whistled for a push.
Bondra, her first, team's first.
So first foul picked up.
Second in for the Falcons, number 43,
Second foul picked up by
Milan
Council
Reeves.
Rock North.
Yeah, Pennsbury picked up two quick ones. Now the Indians picking up two quick ones. Now you got two each. Gonna have to bear down if you're both teams here.
And now Milan Reeves on the floor for the Falcons, getting her first minutes of the night. McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB. Sammy Hawes driving left. Kick out at the elbow, gets it right back, fires away. Off the front rim, no, Thomas keeps it alive. Offensive rebound for Thomas around the perimeter now. And Homan working it inside, banking it home. It's 8-0 Pennsbury.
They're looking a lot like how this game turned out earlier in the year between the Indians and Falcons. Quick early lead for the Falcons, and they just never let their foot off the gas.
And then a whistle, a foul.
Fouls on number 22,
a reach in.
Bondra, her second.
Bondra picks up her second.
Timeout.
And timeout taken by Council Rock North as they will talk it over here with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB. Hey, for complete automotive service, you can trust the Peruzzi Auto Group for value and service on all makes and models. Free multi-point inspection on your vehicle with any paid service, 10% military and law enforcement discounts on any service. And when you buy 3 tires, you get the 4th free. All service performed by certified technicians. Peruzzi with the big comfy waiting rooms, and they got free Wi-Fi, early drop-off. Peruzzi service open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays they're open 7:30 till 4:30 in the afternoon. Peruzzi Auto Group service for all makes and models. Visit a Peruzzi dealership on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, where their business is you. On the drive, Homan banks it in.
Homan making things happen there, just kind of gently driving down the lane and then putting up an awkward shot but still banking it in.
Yeah, back-to-back buckets for Homan, then a steal, and Thomas off the glass. It's good to make it 12-0. Now Pennsbury applying a little bit of pressure. Council Rock North getting it over midcourt, and now they'll set up the offense. Ella Carroll on the drive, yes.
Ella Carroll.
The 5'9" sophomore with a confident take.
Yeah, first points of the night for the Indians. Sometimes all you need is to see that ball go through the basket one time and now start things going. Tongue twister there.
Long shot and fouled in the act. So to the line goes Sammy Hawes.
Fouls on number 12, Lauren Smith, her first.
And Lauren Smith picks up her first foul.
Sammy Hawes to the line, shooting 3.
So Sammy Hawes will get 3 looks from the free throw line. Don't forget, if you missed the action here on WBCB, you can read about tonight's game in tomorrow's Trentonian.
Also checked in for the
Outstanding local and national sports coverage and news that you can count on 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. Emily Pinero off the bench, and Shea Quenzer out there for Pennsbury now. Good ball movement there by Council Rock North to break the pressure. Try to get a good look at this end. And travel violation. Lauren Smith, a 5'5" freshman, and Coach Kelly said, you know, she's really learning, but loves her poise, confidence, and in the situations where she has made a slip up or a mental error, she just kind of puts that behind her and keeps playing hard.
We got to be doing something right or playing well to be on the varsity team starting as a freshman.
Pull-up jump shot, Sandy Hawes connects at 17-2 Pennsbury. Out to the wing now, picking it up there is Smith. Tries to send it up top to Carroll, picked off by Hawes. Hawes weaving through the traffic, off glass with the scoop shot. Not quite, but it takes a bump.
24,
gets the whistle and a trip to the free throw line.
That was almost disgusting by Sammy Hawes, but just couldn't hit. She'll have more shots. Fifth foul already for Council Rock North and Pennsbury. They're having their way with CR North so far. They've forced 7 turnovers, 4 steals already. And Hawes has shot all the free throws. That was her 5th. She's 5 for 5.
Tori Smith checks in for the Indians.
So on the floor now
Timeout,
for
Council
Rock North comes Tori Smith,
a full timeout.
another freshman, and a timeout taken, full timeout. So we'll step aside, return to the Falcons' Nest, where Pennsbury, a commanding early lead over Council Rock North, here on the McCaffrey's Game of the Night.
Hey BCWSA customers, this is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. My friends at BCWSA are committed to providing us with safe, reliable water and sewer services. They operate state-of-the-art treatment facilities, provide clean drinking water, and make much-needed investments to protect our environment and ensure a sustainable future. Learn how BCWSA's investments help grow and serve our communities. Visit bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Back here at the Falcons' Nest as a full timeout called by Council Rock North. And looked like Tori Smith was about to take the floor for the Indians. She is one of 2 freshmen in the lineup. And both of those players were part of the St. Andrews CYO team that had big-time success. And so Coach Kelly kind of knew although they are underclassmen, knew the kind of talent that they possessed and the big games that they had been in. They won like a CYO national championship.
So that's not former Eagles wide receiver Tori Smith we're talking about?
Different Tori Smith.
Gotcha.
One thing to look at, though, the
And
Indians
there she is
now,
with the pass.
Indians with 5 fouls, so Pennsbury's in the bonus. So any foul that the Indians commit, it's going to send Falcons to the free throw line.
Smith pulls up with the jump shot, and right there battling for it was Tori Smith, and it goes out of bounds, last touched by the Falcons. Yeah, not Tori Smith from the Eagles, but
Not
maybe
the Super Bowl,
plays like an NFL player.
Not the Super Bowl champion Tori Smith, but
Coach
still diving all around.
Lauren Smith.
Yeah, who was Tori with the LA Rams? And there's Smith with a 3 for the Indians. They needed that big time and connect on one from distance.
Yeah, Council Rock North, they're not really getting able to get up any shots. That was just their first three-point attempt of the game. Just 5 field goal attempts. Pennsbury defensively just absolutely shutting down. I mean, when you are only allowing 27 points a game, your defense is pretty lethal, and that's what the Falcons possess.
And the other adjustment Council Rock North makes is to get themselves in a zone defense. Thomas dribbles in, kicks out. Quenzer does the same, and now Sammy Hawes weaving through defenders. And a 3 from Kira Sosha. As they finally get an open 3, and then a deflection as it goes out of bounds. But we'll stay with Council Rock North.
That's where Kira Sosha has made her money all season long from the wing. From 3, she leads the team in three-point percentage, just under 50%. And Kira Sosha in her sophomore season has really become a top-tier sharpshooter for this Falcon team.
They inbound to Tori Smith. And then she bounces to Julia Koval, who tries a little hook shot, but comes up short. And the Falcons in transition. Shea Quenzer just dribbled that one off the foot. It goes out of bounds back to Council Rock North with 1:22 to go here in quarter number 1. Lauren Smith bottled up, gives it to Tori Smith, and they do get it over midcourt.
Yeah, you saw that full court press there by multiple Pennsbury defenders, just swarming defense. And one of the reasons why Ben said this team is Only allowing, 23 points?
27.
27 points a game. That's incredible.
And a whistle away from the ball goes against Pennsbury. So Council Rock North can reset. Carroll around the perimeter. 3 on the way from Koval, a little bit too strong. And here comes Thomas in transition. Kick out 3 off the back rim from Homan. And here's the freshman point guard for Council Rock North. Under the bucket, out to Carroll. Off the back rim, no, deflected, and goes out of bounds. Last off of Alexa Bondra.
For the Indians, number 21, Bryn Rogers.
You know, Council Rock North, they know how deadly Pennsbury is in the transition game, especially Alyssa Thomas, so they wanted to make sure they can get set up, get some good passes, and avoid turnovers, and certainly avoid transition opportunities. That's easier said than done against a really good Pennsbury team. And
yeah, especially against a Pennsbury team that thrives in those conditions, you know. They're very good at keeping up the tempo, you know, working what they want, what speed they want.
And Kira Sosha there, fouled by Lauren Smith.
Lauren Smith, her second. Team is in the penalty. Kira Sosha to the line, shooting 2. Great shot.
Falcons also doing a pretty good job at the free throw line.
Yeah, shooting perfect so far, 7 for 7.
I was just about to say, I don't think they missed one.
Missed one. 8 for 8.
And that makes it 24 to 5 here with about 12 seconds left in the quarter. Deflected onto the baseline. Jump shot there, no good. Here comes Reeves. Here with just a second to go. Will they get the shot off? No. We get the buzzer, and we reach the end of the first quarter in the McCaffrey's game of the night with Pennsbury in front of Council Rock North, 24 to 5. All right, we'll be back. More high school basketball coming your way here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, this is Mike Mancinelli inviting you to join me live at the Temperance House in the heart of Newtown, PA for our big game preview show, Thursday, February 5th at 5 p.m. We'll be video streaming live on YouTube at WBCB Sports and on Pattison, where you can ask me questions, give me your thoughts, and stop by to have some of the best happy hour options in Bucks County at the Temperance House. So come, join me, Mike Missinelli, Thursday, February 5th, 5 p.m. for our big game preview show live from the Temperance House in Newtown, PA.
Head out to Dion Square, located at South Oxford Valley and South Olds Boulevard, with the following businesses ready to serve you: Pat Dion Beverages, CVS Pharmacy, Smile Culture Dental, Biomat, Wayner Nationwide Insurance, Liberty Auto Tags, Pennsylvania Fine Wine and Spirits, Lee's Hoagie House, AutoZone, and First National Bank and Trust of Newtown. Make Dion Square your one-stop shop for all your shopping needs at Fairless Hills. Oh man, we got all this winter weather, and the cold this week has been nuts, but 2026 is here, and just around the corner, another summer filled with warmer weather and with Trenton Thunder baseball.
Chris.
Talking about baseball, guys.
Oh, man.
And full and half-season ticket memberships are out there. Multi-game packages on sale now for the 2026 season. Visit TrentonThunder.com/tickets to learn more today. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
Go out there and listen to our WBCB own Mike Warren with the call for the Trenton Thunder, the voice of the Trenton Thunder.
Back to action, Council Rock North. Out to the wing, Lauren Smith fires away, no, and a nice job sealing the backside there by Bella Stewart. She secures the rebound. Falcons back to work. 3.
Sammy Halls for 3.
Hawes is on fire, leading all scorers, and that makes it 27 to 5.
Hawes, absolute money, nothing but net right there.
Smith off the side of the backboard from downtown. Kira Sosha puts on the brakes, and then her pass intercepted. Nice steal from Bryn Rogers.
Council Rock North, obviously not a great offensive first half. Just 2 for 9 from the field, now 2 for 11. 1 for 5 from 3. Making it 1 for 6.
And that shot a little bit short from Rogers. Falcons in transition. Hawes maybe looking for a whistle there. Certainly there was some contact.
Hey, Hawes hurt herself on that attempt too. She was slow to get up, and she is limping.
Traveling violation, Falcons
And
ball.
a travel called on Lauren Smith. So Falcons, they were playing 5-on-4 and bailed out by a whistle. And a Council Rock North turnover with 6:34 to go in the second quarter. And there you see Sammy Hawes heading to the bench, and Shea Quenzer will get some minutes here.
It looks like it was that right leg may have just landed awkwardly. She kind of or her left knee, ankle maybe. When she got back to the bench, she started walking, stopped limping a bit. So just might need to stretch it out a little bit.
And you would think if she was banged up at all, she would have had some attention from the trainer, but she kind of waved off any assistance. Probably a good sign for the Falcons that she'll be back out here pretty quick. Thomas pulls up. Jump shot a little bit short, and then flying in, Quenzer with a rebound.
That's something the Falcons really like about Shea Quenzer, her ability to just swarm to the basketball, her hustle, especially on the offensive glass. She's really moved up the ranks of Falcon basketball this season.
Quenzer right there into heavy traffic and called for the travel.
Council Rock North ball. Back in for
And right back on the floor is Sammy Hawes.
That's a good sign.
Sammy Hall's back in for the Falcons.
So hopefully she'll continue a pretty impressive stat line as she's helped to get the Falcons off to a great start, and their pressure breaking pipes as a turnover by Council Rock North.
That's there.
Kind of leading to just a miscue.
Yeah, and it's kind of feeling like that night where Hawes, whatever she wants to do, she's able to do. She's got pull-up chase, she's driven to the hole, got contact, finished through it. She's gone to the free throw line and converted there. She's having a really good night. Really has caused the Council Rock North trouble defensively of how to try to stop her.
A whistle there on the inbound on Tori Smith. They shovel it over to Sammy Hawes. Hawes working the left side of the lane out to Thomas. Three a little bit short. Eric Carroll up the floor. And Alexa Bondra loses it. It goes out of bounds. There's a whistle. And officials now will talk it over to see who should get the basketball. It looked like that was last off of Bondra. And yeah, that's the
Falcons
way
ball.
the officials finally.
That's communication right there. Just great communication, you know. Got to talk it out. Some guys just talking to other guys, seeing what you see, what do I see. Good thing they came together.
And what we saw right there and was talked about was turnover number 11 for Council Rock North. You're barely into the second quarter.
Well, and credit to this outstanding Pennsbury defense. As Ben mentioned, their points per game, very impressive. And locking down Council Rock North tonight here in the Falcons' Nest. McCaffrey's game of the night, McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day, trying to work on this zone defense, and Sammy Hawes just fires away and connects on another three-pointer.
Sammy Hawes could shoot a ball from Hood Boulevard and it might go in tonight. Everything she's putting up is falling.
She's got 15 points to lead all scorers. That time Koval can't connect. Hawes with the rebound, kick out, switch. Holman.
Yeah, perfect example of how much damage Hawes is committing tonight. She's having such a good game. The North defense having to commit to her, not driving the lane. Wide open Falcon in the corner because they're dropping down in coverage. She sees it, kicks it out to the corner. Beautiful shot there. And just good basketball here. And Sammy Hawes having a night.
Yeah, not only playing well, but helping her teammates play well in the process. That time it was Thomas who poked it away. And Council Rock North will reset about midway through the second quarter. Shot off the glass from Koval won't go down. Kick out there to Socha. Falcons here just patiently work the perimeter and look for some opportunities. And there's one. Socha cuts in, kicks out to Thomas. Open three. Not that time for Homan. And a nice job by Ella Carroll. Secure the rebound for Council Rock North. Up top, Koval. And now out on the wing, Bondra starts the dribble. Falcons just give you no space as Socha closes out. Tori Smith's pass taken away. Hawes with the lay-in between two defenders. She's got 17. And the other way.
Alexa Bondra.
And in the spin cycle there, Alexa Bondra with a nice spin move down low. Makes it 35-7. Homan dribbling up top and shovels over to Hawes. Falcons, great movement away from the ball, and that's opening up some of these opportunities against this zone defense. And now Council Rock North back to a man defense look.
Foul on number 24.
And a foul on Koval.
Yeah, you can see all that off-ball movement. It's giving the Indians a little fritz on defense, and it's causing them to, get a little lackadaisical, maybe get a little tired, get a little sloppy. And you see these off-ball fouls all night long.
And I think right there, Koval, just trying to stop some of that off-ball movement.
Is there another one right there?
And she's whistled for her third foul, which is the second Council Rock North foul here in the second quarter. McCaffrey's game of the night here on WBCB. Inbound to Thomas. Thomas sees a clear pass and has the layup to make it 37-7.
Falcons going into their bench a bit. Claire Templeton with the assist right there, along with Miley Vasquez, the freshman.
There's Reeves with a steal. We got to jump here to the extended Pennsbury roster.
Jump ball,
as you said,
with the Falcons.
And they've gone deep into the bench.
Jolie Homan back in for the Falcons. Sammy Hall is also back in for the Falcons.
As Homan and Hawes back onto the floor, Panero and Thomas will get a breather. Jolie Homan with the dribble. Gives it up out on the wing to Reeves. Second quarter now, Falcons with some more deliberate possessions, allowing some time to come off the clock as Homan starts to dribble. Shot from distance, too strong, but Sammy Hawes there with the backside rebound. Her putback is no good, and then it's off of Hawes, out of bounds. Back to Council Rock North.
Feels like that was her first miss of the night, Hawes. She feels like everything she's been shooting or putting out has been going through. Rare miss tonight.
And as we said, she leading all scorers with Pennsbury up big here in the first half. Nearly another takeaway. Instead, they'll opt for a long shot from Lauren Smith. That's just off the mark. Jolie Homan, spin move, some nice post moves from Jolie Homan, and she uses the glass to make it 39-7. Now in transition, Falcons get back and they stop the baseline drive, and then Jolie Homan goes across the paint and blocks a shot.
Falcons, number 20.
Big time block there. Came out of nowhere.
That was quite a shift there by Jolie Homan. One of the four has a really hard layup on the other side with a block coming all the way across the court. And then walking off with a smile, as usual, from the junior.
Council Rock North trying to set something up. Pass deflected, and a fortuitous bounce. And Bryn Rogers says thank you, banks that one in. And at the buzzer, Homan
At halftime,
maybe just beyond her range as it comes up just a little short. And an impressive first half for Pennsbury. It is 39-9 at halftime.
Half-court shot halftime here.
All right, Ben, you're a student. Are you gonna?
You get Pennsbury.
We got a half-court shot.
Come on out to the floor for.
We'll see. We'll see what happens after I do some math here.
Yeah, do some stats, do a little work, and then, all work and no play makes Ben a dull boy. So maybe we can see what you can muster up there for a half-court shot. It is halftime here at the Falcons' Nest. Pennsbury with a commanding first half lead, and we'll get back to halftime activities. Take a look at first half scoring, first half stats, and get you ready for second half action here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
Since 1954, the name McCafferty has stood for outstanding automotive sales and service. Today, Patrick McCafferty continues that tradition at Discount Auto, right here in our own backyard on Business Route 1 in Langhorne. Discount Auto has over 100 hand-picked pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, all fully inspected and ready to go. Discount Auto, the perfect place for your kid's first car. Discount Auto, the perfect place for a fine pre-owned family car or an SUV or even a van. Discount Auto, they're locally owned and operated by Patrick McCafferty, who supports our community. The name McCafferty means great automotive sales and service at Discount Auto, Business Route 1 at Oxford Valley Road, Langhorne.
You know, McCaffrey's Food Market is exceptional every day, and they are proud to serve you since 1986. They're a local hometown business. They support your community, whether it's helping flood victims or holding fundraisers for the American Cancer Society or employing our local high school students. McCaffrey's is always there. They have the finest products, prime cuts of meat, a prepared food department where everything is made fresh daily, and also a fresh seafood department. Visit McCaffrey's Food Market near you in Yardley, Newtown, New Hope, Princeton, West Windsor, Gladwin, and Doylestown. They are exceptional every day, and they are local and proud of it.
Business doesn't wait, and neither do we. At Penn Community Bank, our commercial bankers come to you. Your office, your job site, your next big idea. Faster financing, sophisticated digital banking, real security, and personal service that's always within reach. Across industries, we're more than business bankers. We're growth partners. Because when your banker knows your name, your goals, and your company, you're backed by something bigger. Penn Community Bank, built for business, backed by community.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. Every champion needs a good game plan. BCWSA and I want to make sure you have a game plan when it comes to conserving our most precious resource, water. Whether you're washing dishes, brushing your teeth, or watering your garden, there are ways you can save water and save money. Visit bcwsa.net for tips on conserving water. BCWSA, proven.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
All right, welcome back to the Falcons' Nest here at Pennsbury High School, where the Falcons are making no mistake an opportunity to pick up a league title and a big-time first half to extend the lead to 39-9 here against Council Rock North. And we'll take a look at first half scoring. Leading all scorers was Sammy Hawes, who had 18, and then it was 7 from Alyssa Thomas, 9 coming from Jolie Homan, and 5 from Kira Sosha. As for the Indians, they got 3 from Tori Smith, and then 2 from Bryn Rogers, 2 from Alexa Bondra, and 2 from Ella Carroll here in the first half. So first half stats, the other thing that stood out, all the turnovers that Pennsbury was able to force. That was it did lead to the transition buckets that Council Rock North was concerned about before this game started. But yeah, you got to take better care of the basketball for Council Rock North just to, fare better in the second half of this one and avoid potentially a running clock at some point tonight.
Yeah, that was the number one thing that pops off my sheet is 12 Council Rock North turnovers, 6 steals for the Falcons. We'll look at some shooting for Council Rock North. Also shooting not well. 4 for 16 from the field. That's 25%, and just 1 for 8 from beyond the arc. Shooting just 13%. Also 0 free throw attempts for Council Rock North. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they are shooting very well. 13 for 25 from the field. They're 5 for 13 from 3, which is 38%. Also 8 for 8 from the free throw stripe. Also rebounding well. They got 13 of those, 10 of them coming on the defensive end. Just 4 turnovers compared to the 12 that Council Rock North has. So Falcons shooting well, keeping care of the basketball, and that's why they lead by 30 at halftime.
Well, a girls-boys high school basketball doubleheader here from Pennsbury tonight. We've got both games on WBCB. Chris Ermer, Ben Goldstein, Gus the Bus Barber, Daniel McDevitt, delighted to be with you. And yeah, we got all this winter weather, but don't forget that we are into 2026 and it won't be long. I think it's only 2 weeks before pitchers and catchers report down in Clearwater.
I think it's like 13 or 12 days or something like that.
Which is just ridiculous.
Feels like we were just watching a Ryan Kirkering throw it away.
Oh man, why?
Why do you
have to
us?
say these things, man?
Well, the Trenton Thunder will be out there for another great season of baseball. Warmer weather around the corner, and they have full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packages on sale now for the 2026 season. Visit trentonthunder.com/tickets, and you can learn more today. Trenton Thunder Baseball, big league futures, major league fun. For complete automotive service, trust the Peruzzi Auto Group for value and service on all makes and models. Free multi-point inspection on your vehicle with any paid service, and they have a 10% military and law enforcement discount on any service. You get 3 tires over there at Peruzzi and get the 4th free. All service performed by certified technicians. Peruzzi with big comfy waiting rooms at their dealerships. Also free Wi-Fi and early drop-off. Peruzzi service open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Saturdays they're open 7:30 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon. The Peruzzi Auto Group, service for all makes and models. Visit a Peruzzi dealership on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, where our business is you. And we are in Fairless Hills tonight at Pennsbury High School. For the Falcons, they wrap up their season with a game on Tuesday against Council Rock South. Council Rock South with a 5-4 league record. But Pennsbury can make that game have a little less significance if they're able to lock up the SOL Patriot Division tonight. And from the way things are looking, one of the questions out there is, will they cut down the rims before the boys' game and do some type of celebration thing? I think probably not.
I mean, I guess you do have some more time. It is senior recognition night for the boys, so there is some time.
It'll be interesting to see if...
It would just be one net, too. I don't think it's that hard to replace a net once it's already cut off. You just got to put one on.
Nah, but
let's throw you up on that ladder, Gus.
I can do it. Throw me up there. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Nice move inside and a great pass over to Stewart.
From Julie Holman.
Bella Stewart adds to the Pennsbury lead.
Bella Stewart's a very interesting player. Last season, as a freshman, came in. She had torn both of her ACLs coming into that season in her past, but was ready to go for the regular season.
Nice find as Homan up the floor to Sammy Hawes, and Hawes gets back to the line.
But she comes in as a freshman, gets a ton of playing time, starts, and in this season, got some time down on JV, but she's worked her way back up through the system and is back to starting on varsity. It's been fun to watch Bella Stewart's development over the last 2 seasons.
Well, and it has been fun to watch tonight. The efforts of Sammy Hawes, the 5'7" junior, continues to pour it on. Another perfect trip to the line for Hawes.
She's 8 for 8 from the line.
Falcons as a team have been very good, and their Hawes has the steal and an assist.
Julie Holman.
And Holman will also have a trip to the line.
Fouls on number 24, Julia Coble.
So Holman makes it 45-9.
Team second.
And prompts a timeout from Council Rock North.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think after that basket right there, it's going to start the running clock in the second half. Obviously, the new rules, if you're up by 35 in the second half, they're going to be a continuous clock. Only stoppages will be for timeouts, injuries, stuff like that. But anything else, clock keeps moving.
And just speaks to the dominant effort and outstanding performance tonight from this Pennsbury girls basketball team. We mentioned it in our Trentonian pregame activities that we're excited to be here on a night where they have a chance to win the league title and recognize their play throughout this season. So Homan at the line, and tonight's game brought to you by Peruzzi Buick GMC, your hometown Fairless Hills Buick GMC dealership. Yeah, Peruzzi Buick GMC, proud to bring you portions of tonight's game.
Number 4, Tori Smith.
So now for Council Rock North, and Coach Kelly mentioned this when I talked to him before the game, that each opportunity out there, a chance to learn a little bit, to have some of these younger players like Lauren Smith, who holds it up top and throws it over to her freshman teammate, get more time out there in a varsity game against a really good defensive team like this Pennsbury bunch. But of course, you come into the game, you're hoping for better results, that you can hang in there against a very good team. And just was not to be tonight.
Yeah, you see Pennsbury now switching things up and going with a little 2-3 zone here for the Council Rock North offensive possession.
Nice entry into Alexa Bondra, and a reverse layup for the 5'11 junior. Nifty stuff right there.
A good pass down low and an excellent finish behind the back. And
Sammy Hawes, she has been a handful, feels the mismatch,
Sammy Hawes,
and just walks the defender down the lane and adds 2 more.
And we like to switch it up a little bit with our Di Lorenzo's the Berg player of the games. And Hall's got it the last time we had a girls game, but with the performance she's having tonight, I mean, it's going to be hard unless something magical happens.
Nice job there by Bryn Rogers to slip defenders.
Could be difficult to switch it up with how dominant she's been offensively.
Gets a bank shot in there for Council Rock North. But yeah, when one performer has such a impressive stat line, that's certainly who the people want to hear from, I think. And Kira Socha adds a good night for her with a 3-pointer.
Back in for the Falcons, number 43, Milan Reeves, and number 3, Emily Pinero.
So Reeves, Pinero back on the floor midway through quarter number 3. Nice entry to Smith. Fires away the corner 3. No good. And Homan brings it up the floor around the perimeter. Shot off the mark, but Pinero is there. Gets a couple of chances, and eventually a whistle will send her to the free throw line.
Fouls on number 21, Bryn Rogers. Her first, team's third. Emily Pinero to the line, shooting 2.
Pinero's first trip to the free throw line.
Haley Cruz and Julia Koval in for CR.
The whole team really
back in for the
has been outstanding in pretty much every facet here tonight. Defensively, at the line, shooting, and then also finding teammates. A lot of good buckets produced with some great ball movement, good passes.
Yeah, it's been an all-around just great performance from this Pennsbury team. You just look at all the boxes that you need to check, and they've checked them off.
There you go, a kick out to Tori Smith. She's open for 3 and has her
timeout,
second
Council Rock North.
3 of the night.
A full timeout.
And a full timeout for Council Rock North. So we'll step aside, return to the Falcons' Nest. More high school basketball coming up on WBCB.
Hey BCWSA customers, this is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League Champion Phillies. My friends at BCWSA are committed to providing us with safe, reliable water and sewer services. They operate state-of-the-art treatment facilities, provide clean drinking water, and make much-needed investments to protect our environment and ensure a sustainable future. Learn how BCWSA's investments help grow and serve our communities. Visit bcwsa.net. BCWSA, prove it. This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. Every champion needs a good game plan. BCWSA and I want to make sure.
Again, we've got a girls, boys, high school basketball doubleheader tonight from the Falcons' Nest. We'll take a little bit of a break and we'll start a new stream for the boys' game as the Pennsbury Falcons will host Council Rock North in Game 2 of our doubleheader, which follows this one. Falcons have this one in hand as they kick it out to Sammy Hawes. Now Reeves starts to dribble. Defender nearly losing her footing.
Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't, I didn't know if anybody else saw that.
Wide open. Wide open look. Quenzer sees an opportunity to drive the baseline. Shot comes up short, then deflected off of Pennsbury. As we're just under the 3-minute mark in the third quarter of the McCaffrey's game of the night. The Pennsbury boys, who will play next, they also have an opportunity with a win to carve out at least a share of the SOL Patriot Division. And then we'll have their game on Tuesday where they play Council Rock South.
Yeah, I'll be on the call for that one, so.
Going to be a great game with a chance for the Falcons to win the SOL Patriot title outright on the boys' side.
Falcons would have had a chance to have an outright championship clinch tonight, which would have been cool. Both teams kind of clinching on the same night, back-to-back. However, with the loss to Neshaminy, that opportunity was diminished.
A connection from Lauren Smith. So the freshman for Council Rock North, you can see signs of a bright future with both Tori Smith and Lauren Smith contributing at both. You mentioned it, Gus. When you do that as a freshman, that says something about just the quality of player that you are.
Yeah, not to only be a contributor and a starter on this varsity team, you look like you're one of, if not the best player on this team. As a freshman, that's a lot to say of how much talent you got.
Reeves off the back rim. Koval works the miss up the floor across to Bryn Rogers. And a nice find by Julia Koval, who gets the assist right there. Bryn Rogers banks it home. As we near the 1-minute mark of the third quarter. Make sure you join Ben, who will have our DiLorenzo's player of the game. Thomas from downtown. A little bit too strong, and then it's off of Emily Pinero.
21, Sammy Hawes.
And deflected out of bounds, goes back to Council Rock North.
5, Bridget McGonigal.
Bridget McGonigal getting some minutes tonight.
Yeah, good to see McGonigal out there. Doesn't get a ton of playing time as a senior, but when she does, she takes full use of it. So good to see her out there here on her final regular season home game in the orange and black.
Tori Smith fires away, and Sammy Hawes brings the miss up the floor. Puts on the brakes, hesitation drive.
Sammy Hawes.
Impressive bucket for Sammy Hawes. She continues.
Yeah, if you're Council Rock North, what can you do at this point? Sammy Hawes is just feeling herself.
Bryn Rogers.
One thing you could do is feed Bryn Rogers, because she has, as the shot a little too strong at the buzzer, Bryn Rogers turned it on, had a good third quarter for Council Rock North. But the Falcons up 55-24 here in the McCaffrey's game of the night. All right, we go to quarter number 4, and we'll return to the Falcons' Nest for more on the WBCB Sports Network.
Business doesn't wait, and neither do we. At Penn Community Bank, our commercial bankers come to you. Your office, your job site, your next big idea. Faster financing, sophisticated digital banking, real security, and personal service that's always within reach. Across industries, we're more than business bankers. we're growth partners. Because when your banker knows your name, your goals, and your company, you're backed by something bigger. Penn Community Bank, built for business, backed by community.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. Every champion needs a good game plan. BCWSA and I want to make sure you have a game plan when it comes to conserving our most precious resource, water. Whether you're washing dishes, brushing your teeth, or watering your garden, there are ways you can save water and save money. Visit bcwsa.net for tips on conserving water. BCWSA, proven.
Tonight's game brought to you by Puss in Boots, a Fairless Hills landmark. Puss in Boots Tavern, supporting Pennsbury for decades before or after the games. Stop by Puss in Boots. Great food, great times. Watch all your favorite Philly sports teams at the Boot. Their outdoor patio now has TVs. Tuesdays, Taco Tuesdays. Wednesdays, the Boot has the homemade meatloaf platters. Thursdays are Italian days. And of course, on Saturdays, they do their $1 hot dogs all day. Sunday, $1 chicken fingers and $6 cheesesteaks, shuffleboard, pool, and more at Puss in Boots. We thank them for making portions of tonight's game possible on WBCB. Sammy Hawes firing away from downtown, but it is a rare miss for her tonight and goes out of bounds back to Council Rock North. A rare miss as she leads all scorers and has her Pennsbury Falcons right now ready for an SOL Patriot Division Championship. And there's a poke away. McGonigal with the steal, couldn't hold on to it. And then Council Rock North misfiring. And Homan walks it up over midcourt. McGonigal here now around the perimeter. Jolie Homan trying to use her physicality
Fouls on number 21
to work her defender down low, and she does get a whistle.
Second, team's first.
As a push called on Bryn Rogers. And the Falcons trigger it in here to Thomas. Falcons here in no hurry. Nifty move there by Sammy Hawes. Shakes her defender. Doesn't get the finish. Entry down low to Ella Carroll. Ella Carroll, nice footwork there to put on the brakes and get the shot off.
Yeah, good pass to start with, just to float it into her. But yeah, great job to not get happy feet, try to plant and not travel there.
Thomas starts to dribble, poked away. Reeves picks it up for Pennsbury. Homan with the drive. A little too strong off the glass. Carroll with the rebound for the Indians. Falcons coming into tonight, they were the number 8 seed when it came to the PIAA District 1 seedings.
Back in for the Falcons, number 4,
not only
Grace Schaeffler.
league champs, but also they have themselves poised for potential home games here at the Falcons Nest.
Yeah, at that 8th spot, that could be 2 home playoff games, which Pennsbury hasn't lost here. I think they have just the one loss here this regular season.
You know, and that goes to this group out here, especially the seniors that have been with the program. You know, they've picked up a bunch of titles. They've won so many games here at the Falcons Nest. And now look to finish strong both here tonight and for the regular season. Again, they'll wrap it up on Tuesday against Council Rock South. Poked away right there. Active hands, staying aggressive. We talked about head coach Frank Ciola and the many wins he has amassed as a head coach at the high school basketball level. And one of the things is that his teams don't let
Fouls on
up.
number
There's
4,
a
Grace
certain
Schaufler.
standard which he expects, and whether you're up big in the fourth quarter or you're just getting the game underway, you know that Coach Ciola is looking at all those little things, making sure his players are moving into the right spot. You know.
Yeah, no matter what the score is, he's coaching 100%, making sure his girls stay committed 100%, and are doing the right things. If they're up big and he sees something out of alignment or a girl miss an assignment, he's going to let her know.
Yeah, definitely expects it to be played the right way, and that's part of what has led the Falcons
goes to CR
to the
North.
success that they have had.
Back in for the Falcons, number 42,
We get a
Claire
tie-up,
Templeton.
and Council Rock North with the arrow. So now Coach Ciola does opt to go deep in the bench. A reverse layup attempt from Koval. Doesn't get the bucket. Who's this, Templeton?
Yeah, you got Templeton, number 42, and then Miley Vasquez, number 41. 2 members of the varsity roster that were added here later in the season.
Homan from downtown goes in and out, and a tough rebound pulled down by Ella Carroll. Koval trying to get a little bit of space,
Number 24, Jolie
and
Homan.
whistle foul on Jolie Homan.
Her second, team's third.
Picks up her
Checking
second.
in for CR North, number 2, Kenna Scarlata, and number 3, Lainey Dubnowski.
Meanwhile, this second half has moved along a little bit more quickly as the Falcons extended the lead
Adriana Alberto
to the point where they got a running clock. And so that'll get us to the boys' game.
Yeah, which is good because I can see the boys standing by the locker room doors, just waiting for their opportunity to get on the court. Obviously, we're going to have the boys' game here. We're going to end this stream, though, start a whole nother one, different YouTube page. So,
Step
be sure to
back
look
jumper
for
from
that.
Smith. Can't connect on that one. McGonigal back at the scorer's table with Shea Quenzer. Everybody wanted to get into the act here on a night where the Falcons pick up the SOL Patriot Division. And tonight they got their work done early. They were up 24-5 after the first quarter and had established a 30-point lead at halftime tonight.
Kenna Scarlata.
And then the other thing they did,
For the Falcons,
they had a
number
great start to
23,
the third
Shea
quarter,
Quenzer, and number
which allowed
5,
them to get that
McGonigal.
mercy rule running clock going.
When all the starters were on the floor together, this team thrived. Some members off the bench, even right now with a total bench rotation, not playing too bad at basketball.
Oh. Halfway down, but won't fall. But Adriana Oberto cleans it up and gets a bucket here to make it 57-26.
Just showing off the Falcons tonight, how dangerous they can be, and especially here at home. Last week they had a tough loss to Ben Salem, but they've bounced back excellently in their 2 games since.
Timeout, Council Rock North.
And Council Rock North will take timeout
Jessica Woods in for
with
CR
just a little
North,
more than a
also
half
number
minute
25,
remaining.
Morgan Green.
Yeah, I don't even think it's like a full timeout. I think it's just a substitution timeout.
Yeah. Make sure he gets the right mix out there here as we wrap this one up.
How many points is Hollis finishing with tonight, Chris?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I kind of lost track.
Oh no.
At least 21.
Fouls on number 42.
I have to go check the scores
Yeah, I'll
table,
go
man.
and run over.
You know what? They actually they told me over there that I'm not really doing a really good job with this score sheet and with the numbers. Your buddy Bruce was telling me, and he said, you know what, maybe Gus should take over because when he's got the score sheet, he does a good job with it.
Heck,
and you're over here, you don't know the numbers.
I'm probably just as bad with my score sheet as you are.
He was like, get it together. And where you been? I'm like, well, I
Bruce sets
missed a
everybody
couple
to
of
a very
games.
high standard.
Felt like saying sorry, Bruce. But it is great to be back tonight here at the Falcons Nest, and an impressive first game for Pennsbury basketball as we get down to the final few seconds. And that's it.
Yep, that's
There
going to do
were
it.
3 seconds on the clock.
Final score, Falcons.
And the Falcons
of Pennsbury
with a 57-27
Council
win,
Rock North Indians,
win the
27.
SOL Patriot Division. And Ben Goldstein will have our DiLorenzo's Player of the Game. Catch that interview on the WBCB Sports Network. Big thanks to the Peruzzi Automotive Group for making portions of tonight's game possible, along with Puss in Boots Tavern, Jammer Doors, the Trentonian, DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, the Trenton Thunder, and let the celebration begin.
They are
as
now the Suburban One League Patriot Division
And there's
champions.
the official announcement letting the Falcon fans know.
Oh, they're bringing the ladder out, so yeah, they're going to wait for the boys. They're going to make the boys wait, I should say, as they cut down a net.
All right, well, we're going to stick around for the celebration here for just a moment. And then we got to make the transition to game number 2. But it's a reason to stick around. A league championship for this Pennsbury girls team. And you see them jumping up and down. Jolie Homan had an outstanding game. Milan Reeves over there celebrating as well. And yeah, they got the PA going with "We Are the Champions." Little Freddie Mercury.
Gotta have "We Are the Champions." There's nothing like a good old Freddie Mercury when you win.
And yet there's a lot to look forward to for this Pennsbury team. This is like step one in what they wanted to try to accomplish this year. And tonight they do it in style with a commanding, statement-making win over Council Rock North. And they hold on to their number 1 spot in the league. All right, there is Emily Pinero helping to cut down the net. Bridget McGonigal. Gets her little piece of nylon.
I hope they have another net ready. That'd be awkward if they're cutting a net down and they don't have another one.
Shea Quenzer, as you said, Ben, has really emerged, stepped up this season.
Yeah, taking on a huge role here as the season progressed, and big reason why the Falcons are cutting this net right now is because of Shea Quenzer. And another big piece of the puzzle right here.
There's Homan. Well, tonight's game brought to you by the Trenton Thunder. All right, so we got a league championship for the girls. The boys can help secure at least part of the SOL Patriot Division, and they're going to recognize the Pennsbury seniors at senior night for the boys team. Junior guard Milan Reeves up on the ladder.
Sammy Hawes, by the way, 24 points tonight. Got that confirmed.
Thank
so
you.
You were pretty good with the 21. But Hawes, 24. Just asked her how was she able to just do whatever she wanted. Confidence is what she said in herself, her teammates. And she said she should be scared of, people should be scared to play the Falcons just because of what they are able to do. And you saw it on full display here tonight. And there we go. We got another net.
I saw the net.
Net being passed along.
Yep.
So we will have another net for game 2.
Alyssa Thomas up there. She's been a huge contributor in her sophomore season. Well, they're making quick work of this net.
Yeah, well, it gives, like Ben said, them plenty of time to get ready for senior recognition night.
Bella Stewart, another sophomore. So not only a great season, but a lot to look forward to here with this group as they continue to develop and play together. There's Adriana Oberto. Got herself on the scoring sheet with a bucket in tonight's game. Well, again, congratulations to the Pennsbury girls basketball team. Thanks to all of our sponsors for helping to make tonight's game possible. And you can catch the interview as Ben talked with our DiLorenzo's player of the game. Catch that on the WBCB Sports Network as he talked to Sammy Hawes. All right, we're going to get ready for the boys' game. One more time here from Pennsbury High School. It was Pennsbury 57, Council Rock North 27. Congratulations on the SOL Patriot Division. And so for Gus Barber, Ben Goldstein, and Daniel McDevitt, thank you for being with us.